Okay, well, hello, folks. In my last video, I was talking about the sin of partiality, why we give grace to people that we support, and we don't give as much grace to those that we don't support. And I just wanted to. There was something else that came up over the holiday and this kind of stuff disgusts me. It really does. And as you all can see, I'm a black man. And a lot of times people think that I'm hating on my race and you don't like being black and all that and everything and stuff like that. No, I am a born again Christian, and I always want to follow after the truth. Okay. I don't have any, I don't have any loyalties to either political party or anything like that. My loyalty is to the truth. Okay. So, I see this picture the other day, and it showed a picture of Venus and Serena Williams with their husbands. And I didn't know Venus Williams was married. I didn't know. And I learned that she probably got married recently, and it showed them with their husbands. And, both of their husbands are white. Oh, wow. They're white men. Wow. And someone made a comment on the picture saying that their father experienced racism when he was growing up, and this is how they repay him. Repay him what? Are you saying that their white husbands are actually involved, were actually involved in the racism that their father experienced when he was growing up? See, this is the thing that really bothers me a lot. You have these people, they think, because certain white people didn't like black people, that all white people are like this, that white people are still benefiting from slavery and Jim Crow and all this, and that if you're a white person, you are racist by nature. Especially if you're a white Republican or a white Christian or something like that, And look, let me tell you all something. I am not here to defend the actions of racist white people. I think that their actions need to be condemned. I really do. But I'm just as hard on black people who say the same thing about white people, who treat white people the same way. And don't you all sit there and bury your heads in the sand and say, I don't see nothing here. No, that's not going on. La, 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 la. No, nah, you're ignorant. Okay. You got folks going around talking about, well, black people can't be racist, but white people can, because white people have the power, which I don't understand that, because black people have been in positions of government. They've had positions of power in this country. So that doesn't make any sense to me. You got black mayors and governors and we even had a so-called black man be our president, things like that. And you say, oh, well, black people can't be racist because we don't have the power. Stop it. If you hate a white person, you're a racist. Okay. You're just as racist as any white person that hates black people. And for you to criticize the Williams sisters for marrying white men, that shows your racism, because you don't know their husbands. You don't know their husbands. And why does it bother you if they marry a white person anyway? Why does it bother you? If they're in love with them and they're like, hey, I want to spend my life with you, I want to have kids with you, why does that bother you? I really don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not bothered by it. I'm like, I just hope their husbands treat them with respect. That's all I care about. If I had a black daughter and she came home with a white man, I wouldn't be like, oh, you marrying a white man. Why you marrying a white man? Well, the white man loves her. And all I ask is, hey, you treat my daughter just like you would treat anybody else. I don't care how white you are or anything like that. But this is the stuff that really gets my goat a lot, and I really have to control my passions with this, because it's this silliness that goes on in the world today. And sad to say, it's a lot of people who call themselves Christians who get involved in this type of mess. They go right along with the world. Oh, yeah, white people this, and oh, yeah, they're benefiting from slavery. They're benefiting from Jim Crow. In what way are white people today benefiting from Jim Crow and slavery? Someone please tell me that. How are they benefiting from it? You got poor white people just like you have poor black people. You got rich black people just like you have rich white people. Of course, we're not the majority race in this country, and I understand that. We're not going to be high in certain statistics, but we can do anything that any white man can do. So we need to stop with this. And those of us who call ourselves Christians, we are called to carry the light. We are not called to walk in this sin of partiality. Okay, we need to stop this black this and white that and everything. We need to go up and say, okay, yeah, white people hating black people, that is a sin. But guess what? Black people hating white people is a sin. And it's the same thing. Okay, so to all my black preachers and whatever out there who always want to point out racism under every little rock and everything, stuff like that, look at yourselves, look at those in your community. Okay, I did a video last week about some kids who broke into my SUV last Tuesday. They were little black kids, 11, 13 years old. And when the parent came to pick one of the kids up, she didn't even look in my direction. She just got her kid, got in the car, drove off. Didn't even come and look in my direction or say, hey, who's the guy whose car got broken into? You're going to apologize to this kid. No, you're going to apologize to this guy. No, She just got her kid, drove right on off. And see, that's the problem in the communities. A lot of us who look like me, we point these problems out in our communities, but we're told we're nothing but a bunch of Uncle Ruckuses and Uncle Toms, and we hate being black and all that. And we're pointing out the problems that if we would just deal with the problems in our own community, we'll see a lot of things improve in the black community. But until you keep on pointing your finger at the white man, no, the white man got us doing this. The white man got us in premarital sex. The white man is the reason why we're having babies out of wedlock. The white man is the reason why we're committing crimes. You all keep on doing that mess. Y'all keep on. Stop it. Stop it. Deal with the problems in your communities and stop. Look, I don't care who marries whom. I don't care who marries whom. Look. It ain't none of my business. I wish Venus and Serena all the best with their husbands. I hope their marriages last and whatever. But I have no problem with them marrying a white man as long as that white man loves them. And just because they're white doesn't mean they're inclined to be racist. Because if they're inclined to be racist, then we can say the same thing about black folks as well. Okay, so anyway, this is Vincent E. Brown. I'm signing off. Until the next time, I'll see you on the rebound.